everybody out there. It's a rainy day here. It's Thursday the 19th, and we're going to go ahead and get our daily message. So today what I'm going to use is the archetype cards. We're just going to see what comes out, because we all have those shadows, that ego. So we have good in us, and we have those more human things that aren't our best. But we're going to see what comes out. Maybe pull a couple, and then we'll pull some tarot. So let's see what comes out. What the universe and spirit want us to have today. What energy is around us. We just got out of Mercury retrograde, so that's a good thing. There could be some post-shadow energy still, though. Technological problems, people coming back from our past, to things that we need to re-heal, to work on that hasn't completely closed out. So we have Monk Nun. Interesting. Monk Nun. Let's see what else. I'll tell you the light and the dark are the shadow attributes of that in a minute. And then we have Companion. Interesting. One more. All right, so now we have Goddess. Interesting. Kind of a different collection here. So Monk Nun. The shadow attribute is negative judgment of the physical world, excess piety. I thought it said pity, but piety. So yes, we just had that the other day, judging people. We don't know what other people have went through. We know that we have our own issues and that we've made mistakes and failures and things like that. But we are so quick, a lot of us, are to judge other people, by their appearance, by what they say, how they act. And we don't know what they went through. So, you don't know what kind of childhood they had growing up, any relationship problems, trauma. We have no idea. Some physical ailment. We don't know. So this is the shadow attribute. Monk Nun, judging others, judgment of the physical world, right? And then we have, it says piety. I'm not quite sure piety. I honestly don't know what that is. P-I-E-T-Y. I was thinking it was pity, pitying yourself, playing the victim. But the light attribute says selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. Well, there we go. See, we have to be more in that higher self, not judge others, not stoop to gossip, things like that. Then we have Companion. The shadow attribute is betrayal by misusing confidences, loss of personal identity. So again, this kind of seems like it's going along with that, listening to somebody, hearing their stories and going and gossiping, things like that, betrayals, putting our own self first, or, not doing things with integrity, things like that. And the light attribute says loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. And then this Goddess. Goddess is, shadow attribute is exploitation of the female nature and form. And then, so much of us women especially, but you can be a goddess if you're a man. No big deal. It's fine. We all have feminine qualities to us, so that's awesome. But this is playing that, playing that like damsel in distress, getting over on people. And this is also devastating to you as well, right? So the light attribute is the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Yes. So stepping into that inner goddess. So we are going to get a couple tarots for each of these. So let's start with this Monk Nun. The shadow, like I said, is being judgmental, and the light is being devoted to your dedication to spirit. So we have the Seven of Wands. So Seven of Wands is all about perseverance. This also could be about setting healthy boundaries, standing in your strength, but not being so defensive to, sometimes we want to get sarcastic if somebody like triggers us. So this is realizing that, things might trigger us. We might have our own faults, but we don't take that out on other people. Sometimes, a lot of times our anger or hurt can come from a place of hurt. So, something triggers us, it reminds us of something that was painful, hurtful, and then we turn it into anger. And then our anger wants to lash out on other people. So being careful with that, being cautious enough to know that, hey, this is hurting me, I'm feeling this way, but I shouldn't lash out on other people or try to make them feel just as bad as me, right? And then on the bottom, we have the Lovers. So this is a choice that you need to make. This also could be about intimate relationships, connections. So some of you possibly out there might be doing that, using that as a weapon, kind of, hey, you trigger me, so I'm going to make you feel like shit, kind of energy. So be cautious of that. Let's go ahead and see what else is coming up for this. The Wheel, yeah. See, this is a karma. things that have happened in the past. This is also about letting that wheel turn, moving forward. We can't hold on to those stuff that's going to trigger us, or those behaviors that are out to get somebody else so we can feel better. Letting that go. So it's time to heal that energy, okay? And let go of that judgment. Let go of that judgment. We don't know what people have gone through. You might be standing next to somebody that you kind of get, like, you want to judge, but maybe they're going through cancer, or maybe they just lost a child, or maybe they were abused as a child. Whatever it is, we cannot judge people, okay? We have to get out of that mindset. Now let's look at the bottom. Ace of Cups. See? This is filling your own cup. When you fill your own cup and you feel loved and happy and give yourself enough love, you're going to be more loving and generous and supportive of other people. So, companion. The shadow is betrayal by misconfidence and the loss of personal identity. I feel like the loss of personal identity too is getting too attached to someone, where you are putting all your expectations in them to make you happy, and that's not fair to them or you. So, you know, filling your own cup again with that Ace of Cups. And the light is loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. Okay, so being of service as well. So let's see what's coming out with this. Justice, yeah, see? This is balancing out that energy. And I feel like with these two cups, it's like if you don't have your own cup filled and it's way down here, this is going to be up here. So you might be giving too much to other people. You might not have enough to give, and this scale is going to be off balance. So if you fill your own cup, and then you can have enough to give it out to other people. So this is like fairness, balanced energy. So that's always good. And it's this also can be Libra, and it's also karma again. So, you know, that karma comes back. How we treat other people, you might not get it right away, but it's going to recycle and you're going to get something back. And look at this. This is truth and clarity, Ace of Swords. And then on the bottom, we have the Knight of Wands. It's time to start taking action towards that, being more of service to others. You know, treating people the way you want to, like that golden rule. Filling your own cup first so you have it to give and it's not depleted. Wow, this goddess one wanted to fall out already. Wow, that makes sense. So the goddess, the shadow attribute, is exploitation of the female nature and form. So, you know, going out there, sleeping around, you know, with people you don't really care about, letting them abuse you, things like that. You know, knowing your worth, you know, knowing that you are a strong, independent, receptive, giving goddess, right? So this can be both, like I said, male and female. We all have feminine energy in us. So this is that strength from that vulnerability, which is very strong, but it depends on how you use it. You know, are you playing the damsel in distress? Are you giving yourself away to everybody? That, you know, that's not good for you or them, right? It's not teaching them much, and it's really definitely not good for you. So now with the light attribute, it's the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, love force, and sensuality. We have the moon. Yeah, see, this is kind of like a goddess, isn't it? The moon goddess. So, you know, look at this. She's submerged. It's kind of like she's underwater. When you're giving too much of your energy out and people are taking advantage of that, or you're not respecting yourself, you're going to be submerged in this darkness. You know, this is your intuition, facing fears, knowing that things will be unknown, but you'll be safe and you'll be fine. You just got to trust. You got to fill your own cup. You got to be receptive and giving and intuitive. So that is what that energy is. And look at this. I kind of feel like it's this polarity of the light and shadow, right? Light and shadow. All right, so let's go ahead and see what's on the bottom. The Magician. Yeah, manifesting what you want. It's very hard to manifest if we are kind of putting ourselves less than what we're worth, if we are playing victim, things like that. So we have to step out of that energy. And let's see what else. One more. This is a little deep today. These archetype cards are, though. Look at that. Judgment. This is self-revelation. Going within and figure, like, if you are playing the victim, or you are sharing your energy, maybe sexually, intimately, whatever, with everybody that comes along that gives you attention, or because you don't want to be cruel, or whatever it is, or you're falling for those lines that people tell you because you want that love or feel worthy. This is going within and figure out why, like what hurt you in your past that you feel that way, you know, coming to that conclusion that, you know, healing and letting go and figuring out what you want and what you want in connections and relationships with yourself, and coming to that conclusion that you're strong enough and you don't have to put yourself in a low position or put your everything from your cup into somebody else. You know, you need to fill your own cup first. So that's that energy. And then on the bottom, look at that. It's time for this new adventure, taking risks. Look how free she looks. Freedom. When we let go of all those energies that hold us back, like judgment and playing victim and sharing too much of our energy, putting into someone else's cup, filling their cup first before we fill our own. It's definitely going to end up in a dark place. You're going to feel isolated, lonely, shadowy, and it's time to step out of that and start this new journey and break free from that and have that free energy of being who you want, who you are, starting that new adventure towards your manifestation, towards your abundance, and to what you want to achieve in life. You know, not holding yourself back by lowering your vibration. So today, that is your message. I appreciate you being around here. Have a beautiful day. Take care. Bye.